Hi everybody, I'm Moody Boo, the Fragrant Nomad. And I know I'm tucked back here in my bedroom because my husband's out there. It's a weekend. The day I usually record, it was my mother's 89th birthday, and I couldn't record that day. I had to hang out with her. We went to dinner and stuff. So anyway, I'm recording on a weekend, and you know, I just got to do it where I can do it when I do that. So this one has been one I've been meaning to get into the works for a while. I apologize for my absence. I got sick, sucked, not COVID, still haven't got COVID. Wasn't the flu or anything, but we had some kind of awfulness go through where I work. So I didn't record that weekend either. So it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. Okay. It's been a minute since I've recorded a video. So anyway, this was the winner of the, was it the 12th Moody Poll, annual Moody Poll? And this is Unique'e's Mashumaro. And this one I blind bought. I have really adored every fragrance that I've gotten out of the house of Unique'e Luxury, and so I figured it was a pretty safe blind buy. It also happens to be one of the more expensive ones I bought from the house. I believe it was even a little more than Crush on Me. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but it was close, if not. Red bottle, red glass, what? I think the bottles are gorgeous. I really do. They've got good sprayers. Nothing perfect, nothing spectacular, especially for the price. They should be putting in for better sprayers, but they're all right. They're fine. Oh, doesn't taste real good, though. I'll just throw that little nugget out there for you. So the fragrance itself, I'm going to start by saying I have been wearing this a lot. I mean, to test it, I had probably close to 15 to 20 wearings that I've done of this, just to make sure that I'm really experiencing it the way I think I'm experiencing it. And I gotta say, out of the, let's see, this is my 5th bottle from Unique'e. It's probably my least favorite of the 5. Doesn't mean I don't like it a lot. I do, very much. But I like the other ones a little better. Especially Crush on Me in Istanbul. Yeah, those are beauties. Well, all of them are. This one is a little different than the others. It's a little darker. It's a little earthier than the others that I have in my collection. And it's a bit of a mind twister for me. And let me explain why. I'm going to tell you what's in it. And I got this off of Lucky Scent. I bought it off of Lucky Scent, so I took the note list off of Lucky Scent. It's marshmallow, cashmere wood, milk, incense, caramel, musk, muguet, rose, praline, and vanilla. Now we got marshmallow, milk, caramel, praline, vanilla, all these things. I mean, half of the notes in this are gourmand notes. So my expectation, there's that word again, but there it is. I used it because it's appropriate for this conversation. My expectation was it was going to be pretty gourmandy. It's not. It's not at all. So I'm going to spray it again because my favorite part of this is the top notes. Yes. See, the top notes is where you get the marshmallow, the milk, the rose even, the praline, and the vanilla. That's where you get most of that, is at the very top. The unfortunate part is that fades out within 30 minutes. It's completely gone, if that long, maybe closer to 15 to 20. Oh, it's so pretty at this stage. It's just, it's absolutely gourmand-esque, if not full tilt gourmand at this stage. It's really close. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Then it turns into a completely different fragrance once it dries down. And there's really, for me, only 2 stages to this. The top notes that last about 20 minutes. And then the dry down, which lasts the rest of the wearing. Honestly, this is all about cashmere wood for me. once it dries down. There's a little bit of incense, a little bit of lily of the valley. I don't get any rose at that point. I don't get any praline. The vanilla is from the top down to the dry down. But it's subtle. It's not a big player in this at all. Marshmallow is completely gone. Milk, you know, it never is a super creamy or super milky perfume. Even at the top, that milk is just in the background, thickening things up a little bit, I think. But that fades as well, because once it becomes like cashmere wood kind of a situation in the deep dry down, the sweetness comes down a little bit, and that rich moistness that's at the top goes away once it dries down, once that cashmere wood kind of takes over the whole scenario. Well, most of the scenario. It becomes much more dry, but it isn't a dry perfume, but it becomes drier than it is at the top. It becomes airier. It's like it's more dense at the top, but then once it dries down, it becomes lighter. And not that it performs worse or anything like that. It's just the notes itself. It's like you can feel them kind of floating away in the air current, whereas in the top notes, it was too heavy. It just stuck to your hand and didn't go anywhere. So a little disappointed, I have to say. I love cashmere. I love cashmere wood. But I really, really was hoping for more gourmand from this, because that's probably one of my absolute favorite genres of fragrances is the gourmands. And unfortunately, any gourmand this has, it's gone after 20, 30 minutes. It's no more gourmand, in my opinion, at all. And then because of that, it feels, at the top, it feels like, hey, something's going to happen here. I'm going to like it. And then at the bottom, it's like, okay, I'm disappointed. And now there's no more anticipation. It's just kind of a woody, slightly sweet perfume, a little generic, a little benign, a little bit flaccid. There is still some darkness to it. That cashmere wood, it's almost as if there's some other darker woods taking a piece of the pie in the scent at that point. You know, maybe a little ebony, a little bit of, not cedar, because that's kind of sweet, but not oud either, maybe gaiac or something like that, because it doesn't just smell like cashmere wood. It smells like a conglomerate of woods with cashmere at the top of the pyramid. See, it's already starting to go into the cashmere wood. And the musk is there too. It's a white musk. It's not a clean musk, but it's not a sharp, biting, kind of itchy, scratchy, metallic kind of musk either. It's not animalic. It's just one of those base layers kind of musk that adds just a hint of tart to it. Yeah, and the lily of the valley, I think, is still there. I think it does come into play a little bit in the dry down, but it's not a big player either, and I'm okay with that. I'm just warming up to lily of the valley. So, yeah, my other Unique'e perfumes are better. This one isn't bad. I really want to emphasize this. I do like this very much, but I like it in the genre of Baccarat Rouge 540, right? I don't really wear it anymore, so I hardly remember the name. Because to me, that dries down into this generic, woody kind of a perfume as well. They don't smell alike, I'm not saying that, but it just dries down to this, where I was having all these expectations and anticipations and really building up to smell something when it starts like Baccarat Rouge 540 or like Mashimaru. You know, you build up, you think, oh, what's this? Is this going to deliver? Am I going to get the deep satisfaction that I'm so craving? And so you build in the top notes, and then the dry down hits, And you're like, wait, I'm not done yet. You're pulling away too quickly. Get back here. So I just, yeah, it's kind of in that same vein as BR540, which disappoints me greatly. I know that Baccarat Rouge is so hyped. It's just so hyped, and it's so undeserving in my opinion. This one isn't as hyped. I hope it doesn't go to the hype, because I think Istanbul and Crush on Me and some of the other ones, Hidden Gems, is that the other one? Some of the other ones that anyway, they're so much better. So, you know, don't get taken by the red bottle. But the performance is good. I get easily 8 to 10 hours longevity out of it. It does kind of dry down into a bit of a skin scent for that last half hour to an hour before it poofs out. But most of the time it projects about arm's length with 2 to 3 sprays, maybe a little farther than that. I don't really leave a sillage, which, you know, it doesn't bother me. So it's not a bad performer at all. Is it worth the luxury price? I don't think so. But I don't think Baccarat Rouge is either. It's not worth it as well. I think some of the other ones from the house are worth it. This one I don't think is. I think you should definitely sample this one before you pop for a full bottle of it. Just my opinion. But it's very unisex. I think at the top it's a hint more feminine than it is in the dry down. I think the dry down it's a hint more masculine than it is in the top. The price is ridiculous. But it is a nice bottle, but it's not all that in a bag of chipperoonies, you know what I mean? For this 300 plus price that it goes for 100 mLs. I think this is a perfume you could wear year round. I don't see any issue with it. You might even be able to get away with it in formal settings, you know, work settings at night, things like that, because it does have an air of formality, I feel, to it. I'm just not wowed by it, and I really thought I would be, because Crush on Me blew my mind. Thank you again, Betty. I was like, holy crap-a-moly. I got to buy me some of that now. And this one I thought, well, I'm going to love this one too, and wah, wah. I don't love it, but I do like it very much. Am I going to reach for it? Probably not. It's probably just going to sit in my collection and look pretty. But I'm glad I have it. I'm not disappointed in the house of Unique'e whatsoever, because it is a very good perfume. There's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like a little deja voodoo is going on here. And, you know, I like trying new things. Even if they get weird, I like new perfumes. So let's all get weird, shall we? I want some new weird perfumes. If you have any weird perfumes you want to suggest. Now, I don't want body fluid perfumes, okay? I don't need that. But if you got some perfume suggestions out there that have a weird note in them that isn't usually in perfume, or that sounds super bizarre, whatever, has a really weird bottle or something, you know, let me know. Put the suggestions down below, because I will buy them and check them out and tell you about it if you want me to. So, anywho, I do want to warn you, I've got not a collaboration, but the House of Afnan has reached out to me, probably reached out to a lot of perfumer reviewers. So they are going to start sending me some free perfumes for me to review. I gave them the spiel. I'm not going to lie. So if I don't like it, people are going to know. But I can always find something positive about any perfume, and I will be sure to share that with you, even if I dislike the perfume. I think it's really important that, you know, because there's even a hint of Chanel No. 5 that I like because my mother wears it, you know, and so I love it for that reason. But yeah, that's probably one of the hardest perfumes it is for me to find something I appreciate about it. Weird, right? Classic, like Annie Moreau Uno classic, Marilyn Monroe's perfume. She didn't wear anything if she didn't wear Chanel. So but not for me. Anyway, so it looks like a clear winner for the poll I put out after this one, the winner of this one. I think it's the 13th annual Moody poll. I think I did get Centauri's new perfume, Mirabai, and I may go ahead and throw that review in just sporadically, since it's so new. And yeah, I mean, that Pete, he's something, isn't he? So, okay, I guess that's about it for this review. And I want to thank you so much for being here and being so patient. I really appreciate it. I can't believe I'm over 4,000 subscribers. It's only taken me 15 years. So anyway, don't forget to vote, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. And use your own nose. Peace.